Welcome back, heroes. We are back again with another video for you guys. We just arrived at Track Spec Motorsports. They're going to be going ahead and putting the 4-point roll bar in the back of the Corvette today. Shout out to Track Spec Motorsports for just hooking it up and always doing a great job. You guys have probably seen some of the work. Frank, his Camaro that you guys have seen on the channel before at Amir Shop is also here. And they've done a few other Corvettes that I do follow, so I'll try and see if I can link them. But anyway, we just got here. Just got the sizing done as far as my shoulders, my height, so that way they can make sure they get the measurements right. Hey, we're about to show you guys a little bit about kind of the process of what goes into putting one of these cages in your cars. I know quite a few of you guys have C7s that you are starting to track your cars, and you also want to get a cage, so definitely hit up Track Spec Motorsports, guys. I've seen their work in person. It is really some of the most cleanest stuff. They have amazing options. They aren't too far. They're right around the Riverside area, so anyone in Southern California or outside of California, definitely come to them for all things cage or roll bars.
So one of the things that we do exclusively here at Track Spec is mounting these cages to the frame correctly for aluminum frame mounting. So what we do is we 3D scan the area, we open up the plastic fiberglass here, find the frame, 3D scan it, and then we get into creating a billet aluminum plate that's molded and machined perfectly to fit the face of the frame. Once you open this up, this will drop down onto it and lock onto the frame, then we bond it and bolt to it. It's an extremely strong setup and pretty much exclusive to what we do for all of our aluminum cars. Move that to a lot of different bolt-in situations also that have challenging mounting solutions so that we make the strongest frame mount cage possible. The bolt-in or even weld-in to an aluminum frame, it's really difficult. You can't weld to an aluminum frame. So this is what we do, and it takes a little more extra time and care, but the product is really nice afterwards.
It's worth it.
A person can install it at home, and it doesn't require any welding to the car. You can weld it, but we prefer to bond it and 3-bolt it to the car.
Shout out to my man Eddie. He went and showed up for the boy, checking out the car right here. You guys can see, man, got the car going. Gonna go ahead and take a few of these things. Gonna write some notes for Amir about the car itself. Yeah, overall, guys, man, we are at the finish line. We can see it. It's just about to be done. I know it's been a long wait for you guys, but we have so much content coming very, very soon. Lots of track days coming very soon.
So this is one of our programs for a C5 Corvette where we have a bolt-in. This, as you can see, has these sections missing. That's because that's where the couplers are installed. So when we build this, when we build it physically, all of these bars just have their ends cut like that. And if we turn off some of the layers, you can see we get rid of that big hoop going down in here. It automatically cuts these shapes to align with
so that's how you guys get it perfectly to fit and everything.
Right, so Kevin designs everything in CAD. He takes the measurements. Depending if you need to, we will 3D scan the car to get measurements. The example of a 3D scan.
This is from a 6th gen Camaro.
Okay.
I believe your buddy's car.
Yeah, probably Frank's.
Frank's car. So we scanned it, and then Kevin was able to build an aluminum block for mounting and stuff like that.
So this is what the car looks like digitally, and then I can build this shape on top of it. And then I can take this shape and cut out flat pieces to fold them and weld them up together, so that way we have a piece of sheet metal that's folded and conformed exactly to this shape.
This machine here is called the Bentech Dragon.
Okay.
So all the ends are notched perfectly from CAD and transferred into this machine here, which is CNC. So there's a plasma cutter at the end of it.
Oh, so then it goes and that's how
it'll run it and it'll cut everything, so the ends are absolutely perfect.
That's crazy.
Right. So it's a pretty
crazy. So it's all together.
Correct. Yeah, I think it's a
technology, man.
Technologically,
that's crazy. Instead of like, you know, all right, let's eye test it. Let's just make it. You literally just all measurements up to the point, and it literally just makes it.
Correct.
Damn, that's
that
cool.
gives us the ability, when we fit a cage in and we build a cage, Kevin will put the cage in.
Yeah.
And we generally change it about 3 to 4 times. So what Kevin will do is we'll fit it into the car, and then see the spaces that we have, and sometimes we'll have an extra 1/2 inch here, 1/8 inch there.
Okay.
So what Kevin will do is go into the program and actually start bumping the bars out so that you have the absolute tightest fit you can have.
So that's why you said I could put the stuff in there.
Yeah,
and
we
then
can try
you
to
guys
play
can
with
try
it,
and play with
see
it.
what
Yeah.
we can come up with so
Okay.
that we have the most amount of space, but also try to keep some of the plastics if some people want to do that.
Okay. That's probably also got to help you guys, like when you want to start doing like other cars, like having them come in and then you can kind of like get the measurements and then you can kind of go from there.
Correct. Yeah. So one of the cool things that we do is our turnaround, like our turnaround times are much faster than, let's say, traditional cage shops are. Because
that's why I was telling you, I'm
were
used
saying,
to
like,
like
it's gonna be
a month,
like,
2 months. That's why I was saying I'm used to hearing that from cage
Our
shops.
turnaround time for cages is 1 to 2 weeks tops.
Wow.
We actually start pre-building the cage before the car even gets here.
That's smart.
So then when you get here,
That's smart.
we prep the car, the bars are already halfway welded, and they put them in, and then they weld the rest of it. So we're able to do a lot of the pre-work. So that, you know, because a lot of these cars, they come into a shop and they die. They die there for months.
Yeah, I'm used to it.
Right, exactly.
I'm used to it. The faster you can get a car in and out, that means the faster you can take more projects.
Correct. We do a lot of in-house stuff, but we also send cage kits all across the U.S. So, you know, we could send for, like, your friend Frank's car, he's 6th gen.
Just in case if he's like way in Florida or something.
Yeah, exactly. We send to Florida, we send to Canada, we send all across the U.S. so that you can have the best cage, you know, and have one of your buddies welded in for you, so that, you know, it saves you a lot of time and a lot of the guesswork in building a cage, because there's just a lot of time. If anybody's ever built a cage by hand, the measuring and the changes and the, you know, disposal of bars is a lot. So we're able to eliminate all that by really taking technology and maximizing space and reducing time.
You guys need to come in. I'm telling you, if you didn't hear that and listen to that and get hype about, like, man, that's some really high-tech stuff. That's high quality. Really big thing. I can't emphasize enough, guys. Quality. It matters long-term wise, getting the best bang for your dollar, and going to places with people that are passionate about this type of stuff will definitely, you can see it in their work. You can see it with how they treat you in customer service. And you can overall see it in just how well the product is when it's needed.
Illinois.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so I saw this. Okay, yeah.
So this is.
Oh, this is nice. Yeah. So it's, you guys can do like freight, like shipping.
Correct. Yeah, we ship probably 5 or 6 cages a week.
Okay.
On a pallet. So this is an E30 going to another shop.
Yeah.
And that shop just realized, okay, it's faster and they get a better product for the customer if they just buy a cage kit from us.
Yep, and then just install it.
Just install it, and everybody's happy. The customer's happy.
That's awesome.
The shop's happy. We're happy. So what we'll do is we'll design things on CAD.
Okay.
And then, you know, do a test fitment, build this in 3D printing, and then test fit, and then go back to the drawing board. If we want to make any changes, we can make them on the fly, print another one, and then once we're happy with it, we can go to CNC machining. So you're able to really optimize the product without spending a lot of money and a lot of time.
That's cool. That's cool. So then it's all connected.
Correct.
It's all connected.
See how it's a big
I like that.
Right now we're loading one of our tubes through the machine, so that way the machine can cut it. The plasma cutter isn't the one moving, the bar is moving. So the bar moves against it as the cutting head is going to cut exactly the shape it needs to.
Writing what part number or that bar is there, and once it's finished, it's going to actually cut and notch the end for you automatically.
Oh, I see. That's cool.
Pallet full of bars.
That's
they're
crazy.
all marked with the part number and the name.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, so then it does that, and that's how you perfectly... Wow, look at that. That's amazing. Very cool.
Yeah.